For number 7, we're trying to find the critical numbers of f on the given interval and determine the absolute maximum and absolute minimum values of f. So these are the largest and smallest values of a function. This is like on a graph, the highest point that it goes or the lowest point that it goes, and these can occur at critical numbers or endpoints. So my first step is to actually figure out my critical numbers, because they already give me the endpoints. They give me -2 and 2. Those are my endpoints of my interval. So to find the critical numbers, I need to take the derivative. So f prime of x is equal to 4x cubed minus 6x squared. And then we want to set this equal to 0. So 4x cubed minus 6x squared is equal to 0. And if I factor this, I can factor out a 2x squared and a 2x minus 3 is left over. So the 2x squared, that's going to give me x is equal to 0. And the 2x plus 3, that's going to give me x is equal to 3 over 2. So those are my critical numbers. So I'm going to put those in the box where I have the critical number. So x is equal to 0, and x is equal to 3 over 2. Now, we need to figure out what is the absolute maximum, what is the absolute minimum. So these critical points, 0 and 3 over 2, those could potentially be where my maximums and minimums are. Also the endpoints, so -2 and 2. And we need to plug all 4 of these values into the original problem, or the original function. And there's a couple ways you can do that. You can just plug them in manually. You can use the table feature on your calculator. It does not matter. So if you plug in 0, you should get 0. If you plug in 3/2, you should get -27 over 16. If you plug in -2, you should get 32. And if you plug in 2, you should get 0. So what we need to do is we need to look at those 4 numbers that we just calculated, and we need to figure out what is the lowest number and what is the highest number. So the highest number is 32, so that will be our absolute maximum. So it's 32, and this occurs at x is equal to -2. The lowest value is the -27 over 16, and this happens at x is equal to 3 over 2.